And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This one taken from the 7. And he will be marked down right there. At the 20-yard line.
Let's go! The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Nunez got it, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this complete to Walter Payton. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 1st down, Payton. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, 49ers. Walter Payton, 51 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll hit Jackson, complete. 20! And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 41 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground.
And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He was looking for a Nunwa there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Peyton trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. first down. Here's a run with Peterson. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. On the draw, it's Jackson. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 19 yards away. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, flushed out right. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ready? 53, check 53. You.
On first down, Jackson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Jackson now. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Peyton. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The 49er great Patrick Willis in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the draw, here's Jackson. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On first down, Jackson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 13. Check 13. Show it up. Show it up.
On 3rd down, Payton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Wide, get wide.
Here's Jackson. They set up the screen to Payton. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Check 26, check 26, check 37, check 37.
Now a give, right side. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Here's Jackson to throw. Out to his left. And he's got a noon one. Well, they've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run here with Bowe. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Let's get upset. Let's get off the field, D.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack.
It's 3rd down and goal.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the
3rd and goal. Jackson buying time to his left. He can run for it, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are back within a single score.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Peterson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Check, crunch.
Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
To throw again on second down. Jackson forced out to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and now it's third down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Niners on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. Looking downfield for... And this is intercepted.